Hey everybody. So today I'm going to be talking about one of my more interesting findings in examining the language of product labels. My goal in this project was to examine some of the differences in the way that gender bias affects marketing and how different brands use expectations and stereotypes about gender to try and appeal to different consumers. The most prominent example of this difference in marketing I could find was the language of shampoo. If any of you have ever seen an Old Spice commercial, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about.
Black order for 16 hours!
Yeah. So the difference that I found to be the most interesting is something that's actually surprisingly subtle and hard to notice unless you're really looking for it, but it definitely makes a difference in how the labels are read. I noticed that men's shampoo bottles tend to have much more active and engaging language, and women's shampoo bottles tend to have language that is much more descriptive. What I mean by this is that men's shampoo bottles tend to use a lot more verbs in their labels, while women's shampoo bottles tend to use more adjectives or adverbs. On average, I found out that about 16% of the text on a bottle of men's shampoo will be made up of verbs, while only about 10% of that text will be made up of adverbs or adjectives. On the other hand, women's shampoo bottles are made up of 19% adverbs and adjectives, and only 10% verbs. This might seem like a relatively minor difference, but when reading the labels, the distinction between the types of words used and how they are used makes a notable difference in the label's readability, as well as the customer's engagement with the text. So, just for a brief example, most shampoo bottles come with a set of instructions in the back of the bottle that tell the consumer how to use the product. You'd think with how intuitive it is to use shampoo that they would be basically the same, but as we can see here, that's not quite the case. And that is my video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.